ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ladit Akera podcast. And today I have my guy, one of my really good guys, Jonathan. Welcome to the podcast, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely, man. So how life been, man, in these crazy times we living in?
Man, a lot of things you gotta get adjusted to, but other than that, life's good. As long as you have blood, love, money in your pocket, you're good.
Yeah, definitely, man. I gotta say, this was something that I don't think nobody expected this to come. This something that just surprised everybody out the blue, man. Like if there's some things like if there's three things that you learned during the I mean we're still in a pandemic, but it's been over a year and a couple of months. If you learned three things that you learned from the pandemic, what would those be?
Um, Always have like your family and friends support in anything. Not only that, but with also either if you believe in something greater than you, like for example me, God. Um,
Hmm.
the second thing would probably be staying liquid, and what I mean by that is like in the financial side, you gotta
Yeah.
you gotta have some cash aside apart from like what you're doing normally, making money, working. But having some cash ready to like make some moves at any time.
Hmm.
Third one is making sure whatever it is that you're doing, as far as for employment, business, or whatever it may be, whatever you do for work, make sure it's recession proof and come to find out pandemic proof.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man, definitely. Yeah, because a lot of people, financially, some people were just like so stressed they couldn't do it. I've seen a lot of divorces rate go up. American divorce rate is above 50%, the
Yes.
majority, and then it even just raised higher and higher. So that's um, I don't know, man. It was crazy.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
definitely
How,
yeah.
what have you learned?
Things that I would say that I've learned from this, one of the first thing is just, having a strong faith. Because when you can believe in something that is greater than you can always look up. Instead of if you believe that you are the only thing, everything is self-centered around you. When something like this, like a pandemic, when it hits you, you don't know what to do. You don't know if there's other source of power. You want to look for, other resources or something to believe in, but there's nothing, and you just empty. You literally stuck. You don't know what to do. So you're like, everything was about me. Who can I look up to? But when you have a higher power up, that always been showing you revelations that always been providing great things to you, you can always be like, hey, I can make it through the storm. That's one of the good things that I learned from this. And then another thing, family and friends, and loved ones, people that you can talk to, because during these times, you're talking to the same people every day because everybody's like, hey, did this change? Hey, did this change? So, got tired and got used to the same people. So, but when you have other people around, you can call other people like, hey, I just want to talk. Can't come and see you, but hey, let's talk. Let's get the day passed through. We on lockdown, we on quarantine, and etc. And
Right.
then third thing is, just being financially secure. That's a major thing in the society today where we live in. Capitalism is running the world. You don't have to be the richest person in the world, but if you have something that can keep you up at a times like this, why not? Why not have it there? If you can have something that's always can be, something that you can run to and say, okay, well, can I sustain myself for the next 3 months? Can I sustain myself for the next, 4 or 5 months? So that's one thing. That's another thing that I learned from this. So pretty much like we on the same similar page.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
again,
sure.
yeah, that definitely. And now I know that you got a business that you've been running, man. How long?
Damn, we're 3 years now. 3 years now.
3 years. Oh wow. Okay,
So
that's dope.
1 year of hard like struggle. We bootstrapped, so that means
Hmm.
I financially like funded the business,
Hmm.
and that was tough because I still had a full time job. my business partner and my cousin Ruben, he had a restaurant at the time, so it was a lot of like sacrifices, and then a lot of like hustle and drive that we had to do it to keep it up for the first year of
Yeah.
like, and like mostly in all businesses that start up, you're not paying yourself at all. You're
No.
you're making sure that the business is growing bit by bit.
Mhm.
Uh, Second year, it was a little bit of growth, but a little couple things that we had to fix up, administrative. Like we learned about more about taxes, insurances, liabilities, things like that. And then that was a more learning year. And then the third year, we got hit with the pandemic. So now,
Oh man.
once we were ready to crank it up and like actually like look for the second location, get things more in order, start to like
Yeah.
actually expand now. Pandemic hit and it slowed down dramatically. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy, man. So did you change because there was a big shift when the pandemic happened? I think what a couple of months later, literally everybody started signing up with like DoorDash, Uber Eats, and stuff like. Did you go that route as well?
So actually, when we started, we already had like third party deliveries. We started with Uber Eats, Grubhub, and Postmates.
Wow. Okay.
So we're already from the jump. Our model was and going back to what I was saying at the beginning about the third lesson about what I
Yeah.
learned was that you have to have something that's like recession proof
Hmm.
and now pandemic. But that honestly kept us like we could adjust nimble. We could adjust to anything. Most of our business was carried out anyway.
Yeah.
But at the time we actually excelled in like late hour foods. Like say for example in the area I'm in, it's a very bar popular area with all the college kids comes to drink. Afterwards, when the bars close, they're hungry. They want to get something to eat. People get tired of the same old, which is like pizza, wings, cheesesteaks, things stuff like that. So we're mostly known for a 1 pound burrito. So every time they would come in, let me get that 1 pound burrito, and then we would have like lines out the door, you know. But that's why we created that model, like fast, in and out under 5 minutes, as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the same, all the people come out all of a sudden, so we gotta be ready for that demand. But honestly, as far as like a big shift was just from them ordering from the third party delivery
Hmm.
was to our own platform or website.
Yeah.
So now we have them because they take about anywhere from like 20 to 30% of what
Yeah.
we make. Instead of that, we're switching them over to our website, so that way we keep most of that.
You get most of the profit. Okay, gosh, that's tough. So what was your motivation behind opening your own restaurant?
I guess it was me being tired of like uh, listening to somebody else that wasn't like I guess qualified to tell me what to
Hmm.
do.
Yeah.
Because makes sense because like you have like managers or general managers, regional managers, whatever you call it, or even sometimes the owners. They will tell you we will want this and that, but they probably didn't explain it the right way, or they probably didn't have the right mindset or teachings or things like that. But you usually find it when you like you agree with their targets and their goals. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
In my case, I was getting tired of it. I was getting tired of like basically the rat race. So
Yeah.
I was already thinking of something else to do.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Uh, Another lesson that I learned was save a lot of my money and live off a very few amount. So
Nice. Yeah.
say for example, yeah. So like for example, like you'll get your check right. You know already like between 20 to 35, maybe 40%, depending how much you make, that goes to taxes already.
Yeah. You're not getting that. You're not getting that total. You're not getting a total amount.
Exactly. So whatever's the left, I try to keep my expenses like minimum. Like I'm always been a frugal guy. I haven't been spending anything at all. If I
Hmm.
do, just be on like little stuff. And everything else, I would just keep it, save it, stack it away, stack it away.
Yeah.
And then eventually, the reason why he came up with the restaurant was because my uncle Ruben's dad, he did farmers markets like now it'd be like 8 years, 9 years ago,
Yeah.
and I saw it was a good business because the product was good, people were good. It was just about the expansion part. But if then life happens, sometimes they get out of the business. So my cousin, he came with the idea. He brought it. Hey, Johnny, what if we opened up Ruben back again? Because at this time he already had his restaurant.
Yeah.
It's actually not too far from the one we're at right now. It's probably like 10 minutes, 15 minutes away. So he had that concept, and he was thinking of ideas, how can we bring Rubens back alive and like better than ever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's kind of like the innovator, like the systemizing, and like basically what his title is in Rubens now is that he's the CEO. So he's the one moving the ship, you know.
Mm-hmm.
My job is being the CFO, so I'm in charge of finance, making sure that we can like buy things, having things in order, margins are straight, inventory's done, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Basically behind the books, so that way the business actually grows and is actually successful.
Yeah.
But that was the main reason he came with the idea, and I saw, like I said again, he saw, we both saw that there's potential there.
Yeah.
Nobody was doing what we're doing, so we got into it. We're like,
So, why the downtown location?
well, the reason downtown is because of like, we know now, but we didn't really know back then. But it was mostly because of the college kids, universities.
Yeah.
And now come to find out because of the community around here, the bars, the hospitals, things like that. They're just like, there's so many flows of different flows of revenue that could come in. One thing that we changed throughout the pandemic too is we started, well, actually before the pandemic, which helped us a lot, was doing caterings.
Okay.
So instead of us waiting for a customer to come in, we mark a yes and bring them in through the door. But that might be like maybe 5, 10, 20 sales a day.
Yeah.
With caterings, we can get up to like 100, 300 people order. So now you're talking about like a big difference in revenue. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And big demand as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just supply and demand. Got you. But here's the thing though, being downtown, how about the competition?
Competition, well, honestly, we don't really look at the competition. There's so
Yeah.
many, like just in our area, it's
Yeah.
just like 5 blocks away or 3 blocks away. There's like a bar. Let me see. Actually, 3 bars. They have same thing, Mexican food, but
Yeah.
they have alcohol. But
Yeah.
honestly, it doesn't really affect us because their markets are kind of different. That makes sense. So ours is more of a niche. You know what I mean? It's like a fast casual.
Got you. Got you.
Where they're more like a sit down.
Yeah. Sit down, take your time, have a drink, conversate. And there, yours is like, okay, I'm gonna be late for work, but I need to grab something fast. So
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
let me call Rubens.
yeah, absolutely. So we're trying to aim for that almost like that Chick-fil-A type of like, let's go to Rubens. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly, definitely. Yeah,
So
what is that mascot on your shirt?
this one,
Yeah.
this one's a little a red pepper with the chef hat, and this thing is called a serape. I don't know if you can see.
Okay. Okay, I got you. Yeah, Ruben Mexican food. What that see? What is?
The C word.
Yeah, I can't
So
really see it.
we used to sell crepes.
Oh, crepes and sauce.
Yeah, well, we bought our own hot sauce too. So
Oh yeah, I got your own hot sauce.
yeah,
You know what would be a good thing? Have you ever seen Hottest Wings?
hot as wings. Oh yeah,
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 yeah, that show. That won't be a bad marketing scheme that you can get yourself in there and just, if you
get
can
more out
find a
there.
contact or whoever, just, just say, hey, we got some really, really hot sauce, that might be nice to be put on that show. Cause it's a very popular show. It literally went from YouTube to Hulu. It's like they went to a bigger streaming platform. YouTube is the biggest platform. However, once you start getting into them streaming services, when you start having seasons, different production, and, you literally a click away from somebody's house. Even yeah, you can type on YouTube, on the voice remote. However, when you're on those type of platform, when somebody's actually paying for it versus YouTube is free,
Yeah, yeah.
different type of marketing, different type of stream of income. So that won't be bad. Hotter sauce. Holla at Rubens, man.
It's good, man. It's
Yeah,
It's good. I mean, we gotta send you a bottle. So but you don't really mess with hot sauce, do you?
Oh, I love hot sauce, man. Send me some bottles. I'll do a little nice review for you guys, man.
Yeah, for sure.
And anything for the brand, anything. How are you with hot food?
Man, I love hot. I actually tried. Me and Ruben about like 2-3 years ago. We tried the Carolina Reaper or what's the ghost pepper wing mix.
Yeah,
One place called Champs. Man, I can only do like two wings.
that was a bad experience.
That was a bad one. That's spicy. I can't handle for sure.
Yeah, who I tried to do the Buffalo Wild Wings hottest wings challenge. Man, when like you said, it was a bad experience. It was good. I finished it, but it was a bad experience. I couldn't feel my tongue for the next couple of days. Literally, everybody was like, "No, you gotta have milk. You gotta have water and all this." I'm like, "Nah, I'm African. I'm gonna just go." I did that. I did that, man. My tongue is like somebody just keeps stepping with a needle every single day. I'm like, nah, that's not it. That's not it.
For sure. That
Yeah.
I never really wanted to go to the hospital, but that day I really wanted to go. No, I didn't go, but I really wanted to go. And then from my luck, nobody was home, so
yeah,
I was like right there, just in the bathroom, throwing up. But yeah, bro.
Yeah, that was good. So, man, tell the people your background, like where you from.
So I'm originally from Mexico, Puebla, more specific, Atlisco. That's the I guess you could say state or city. Yeah. City. Came from really humble backgrounds. Honestly, now that I look back, my entrepreneurial background comes from my grandparents, both from my mom and my dad's side. On my mom's side, she used to do like they don't have like supermarkets like how we have here, right? Like shopping centers. What they have is like little stands in the outdoor. They go and place their stands and sell produce or whatever it is, food, clothes.
Exactly.
On my dad's side, she had land, so she farms like produce and then flowers, and then that's how they made a living, like selling, trading, like bare bone entrepreneur, like just to scrape by, you know. And my mom and my dad both learned those lessons from their parents: hustle, never give up, and just strive through. And then they saw the opportunity to come over here. So and then they later on in life they found each other, and I was coming. So they're like hey, you can't just like have this kid like eating dirt, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you, man. Definitely. Yeah. So everybody assumed entrepreneurship is literally the same way, long nights, long hours, not seeing family, not seeing friends, canceling out the people that are around you, some people that you used to speak with or some people that you used to talk to, like, hey, I can't relate with y'all. I can't be with y'all all the time because I'm actually trying to run a business. Did you find yourself in a predicament like that?
Yeah, but honestly, I felt like it didn't change much because I was already like I hustled. I like hustled ever since throughout like middle school. Like ever since I could work like and get actually paid. I started when I was like 9-10 years old. My dad had a mobile DJ company, so he would go and like go to quinceañeras, weddings, baptisms, things like that, and like put music. So what he would have me do is carry like the little I guess like structures so you can hang up lights on, carry the wires, the extension cords, the speakers, things like that. So I learned how to work, and a good lesson my dad taught me was like that he didn't pay me. So I learned how to work really good without getting paid. So when it came to like me working good, and then when it came to getting paid, I knew I was worth what I was getting paid.
Exactly. Yeah, I like that. That's better than, I don't want to say it's better than, however, the lesson is different. It's different when you actually have to grind. And there's results. However, the results is not financially. The results you're seeing, how is the work done? How much time do you have to put in? What kind of networks do you have to have? Like, hey, Pops, I'm tired of putting these lights by myself. Can I bring my friend? Okay, that is a network. That is a connection. Okay, I'm seeing my son is growing. I'm seeing how my father is doing this. So then once you start getting that once you start getting the financial, you be like, okay, that actually feels good. But then I believe what makes you better is doing it without the financial reward. You know,
Yeah.
you're doing it because you love it. Like you guys owning a Mexican restaurant, you do it because you love food, you love your heritage, you love your Mexican identity. You know, that's why it's a Mexican restaurant. So I think
Actually,
that
yeah, sorry
go
for
ahead.
cutting you off, but actually, I wasn't into like the restaurant business at all. I don't think Ruben is either, honestly.
Yeah,
But what we love is making sure our family's straight. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I care more about that than anything else. So that's why I found well, we decided to do the restaurant not only because it was a good idea and we were thinking we could make it really profitable, but
Hmm.
because and scalable, but because we knew if we can make a restaurant work,
Hmm.
we can get any other business and make it grow and explode.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
because Ruben he learned, for example, he learned how to market, design, um, advertisement, things like that. I learned better management from like employees, being a true
Mhm.
leader, sales. Already had a background in sales, money administration, and basically anything and everything that comes to finance.
Yeah, definitely.
So now that we
Yeah,
did it something with a business that's hard and really low margins, we can get any
yeah.
business that has big margins and we can just blow it up.
I like that. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, for sure.
What's your favorite soccer club, man?
Soccer club, man. I
It's
don't.
about to get heated.
I think the one that I liked the most when I was following was Barca, and then
Okay.
this was back in like I think right before I finished high school. That's back in 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't really follow soccer as much as I used to, just
Hmm.
because of work and life, you know. But I play a lot. We had
Okay.
I have a division team in it's like amateur, but we do it
Hmm.
to play fun, be with friends, you know. And we won the third division league about like 2 3 weeks ago. We
Yeah.
became champions. Yeah,
So are you winning third division? Y'all going to division two?
yeah, we're in Division 2 now.
When did that start?
This started about like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, so you already started.
Yeah, it already started. So
How y'all looking?
I think well the first game nobody could come because of the snow, so
Oh, okay.
so we were low. And then the second game, uh, it it was my responsibility because as a leader I should like have my guys like know what the
Ready.
positions are. Look, I need this out of you. I need because it's like in business. If you don't tell
Yeah.
them and you expect and you tell them what you expect out of them,
Hmm.
they're not gonna do it and they're gonna be lost.
Exactly.
Even though they're nice players,
Hmm.
like say for example, you can get a nice player, but if you don't tell him sometimes what to do, he kind of gets lost or she gets lost. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Without a doubt. Yep.
So even though it's for fun, it still needs structure. You know?
Yeah. Everything definitely have to be structured. If there's no structure, everybody gonna be running around with like, with our head cuts off.
Exactly.
Exactly. Leadership, leadership. So that's really good.
So
I
yes,
know that I know that you have a wrestling background too.
yeah, for sure. I wish I started a lot sooner. Uh,
Wrestling?
yeah, I
Okay.
started in my junior year, where I should have started in my freshman year. Um,
Yeah.
my junior year, I had a really pretty good record. I competed against like the guys that were supposedly I guess regional champs or something like that,
Hmm.
or first seed in regionals, and I gave them a little fight. It was my first year. They even asked me, I'm like, how long did you wrestle for, or like, or what school you at? Because and then they gave
Yeah.
me respect for that.
Yeah, definitely.
And then into my senior year, I had one of the best records. Without trying, I got to like the first seed in regionals, and in our division, in our bracket, it's one of the toughest ones.
Hmm.
But like in everything, if you have your mindset right, you can do it. But if
Yeah.
my mindset wasn't right, I ended up losing and not placing at all in regional.
Good, got you.
Yeah,
I got you. I got you. Definitely. Yeah, that's mental toughness and mental preparation is everything. Because once you get to a single aspect of, talent is not there, it's like your hard work, all the work that you've been pushed, your dedication through all that, like that has to come, and it has to be mental. Because if it's not mental, then you're just gonna be getting picked up and dropped every day.
Yeah.
And you don't want that at all. You don't want that.
No, not at all. But yeah, I mean, wrestling was one of the toughest experiences and one of the best that happened to me. I was able to bring my cousins into it, show them how tough it is, and I guess we always like that challenge. I always liked this one cartoon. It was called Dragon Ball Z, and that's where I learned it from. So the main character, his name's Goku. He would always like want to surpass his limits, and always wanted to get stronger and faster and a better fighter. And I kind of saw that in me. So every time I would go out and play soccer or go out and wrestle, I would want that. I want to get like I learn and then improve, and I knew it was gonna be tough, but I wanted to come out the number one.
Exactly. It's always challenging yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of challenging yourself, right now the restaurant is just takeout and delivery, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine yourself one day having an actual restaurant, like a fine diner where so you can host up to 150, 120 people?
Not really. Not only because of the big headache it is.
Yeah.
Just with what we have, it's like it's nice and simple. Anybody can come in and probably do it, with all the right training or just bare minimum training to get it done right. The problem with the restaurant sit down model is that it requires a lot of work, a lot of dishes, a lot of employees, a lot of overhead in general. You know what I mean? So and it's scalable, but it's not that scalable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like the only ones that I've seen that kind of have it down locked. It's probably like Cheesecake Factory, maybe.
Yeah. I say Cheesecake Factory, PF Chang.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other one? Roost, I think Roost Chris.
Roost Chris, oh yeah.
Yeah, Roost Chris, that's another big one. Yeah, I think they changed. Yeah, there's some big time chains that actually do it the right way, but they got that financial support and that structure, like we were just speaking about. They got that structure.
Mm-hmm. No, they need a big team, a lot of finances.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean,
And I think one of those a big corporation like that, they have funds that they can able to close 2-3 restaurants if they want to. If the restaurant not following protocol of the marketing and the profit is not coming how they seeing it. Instead of keep losing money every day, they're gonna say, you know what? Let's close it down.
Yeah.
We got another one in a different part of the country. Why not?
Yeah.
So as you were saying, you was trying to expand. Like, were you looking for a second location, the same operation? Just find a building and then operate the same way.
Yeah, it's like the same model. One thing that we've been brainstorming was probably doing like a taco truck, because it gives us more reach. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is like we can go to universities, parks, basically business centers, anywhere that's like that people can't come to us, but we can go to them.
Yeah.
And then we already have a facility that we can prep all the stuff, put it on the truck, and let's go.
Yeah, being easy to be accessible. Yeah, so that's really tough. I like that. So, what's your favorite thing on your menu?
On my menu, it's called the Fuck Me Up Burrito.
The who?
Fuck Me Up Burrito. It has all the meats. Yeah.
Okay.
So it has chicken, steak, carnitas, chorizo, and then I add a little extra. I add grilled peppers and onions, guacamole, and our two hot sauces. Well, our signature hot sauce, the spicy one, the Rubens one, and then our ranchito sauce. It's a mixture of our own spices with ranch.
Ranch, okay. It's a crazy thing. I gotta try that. The Fuck Me Up, right?
Fuck Me Up burrito.
Yeah.
No, Only like the first like clientele from way back when we first opened up, they know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you ask for it at the counter, they kind of chuckle a little bit and they were like, "I got you."
That's funny. That's funny. So when you started, how was how many hours did you work like a day and a week?
So from my job, I used to sell furniture. I used to be a salesman. So I would
Mhm.
work maybe anywhere from 35 to like 45 hours a week.
Yeah.
Um, and then when we started opening up the restaurant, we only opened up on Friday and Saturdays because we knew that was the busiest time. So at
Yeah.
the beginning, we did a little bit, so that way we can get the ball rolling. Not only that, because we had to get like permits in order, things like that,
Yeah.
and at the same time, we were just building that clientele. So we probably opened from like 10 to like 2 or 3 in the morning on
Yeah.
Friday, and same thing on Saturday. And then
And now how are you operating? What's your times like now?
right now we're looking at like from Sunday through Wednesday, we're from 12 at noon
Mhm.
to 9 at night.
Okay.
And then from Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we're from noon to 2 and 3 in the morning.
2, 3. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, that's pretty good. So y'all fully function all 7 days.
All 7 days except for Monday. We're closed Monday.
Oh, y'all close on Monday. Okay, okay, I
Yeah.
got you. Okay.
Reason why is because we that's when I order all the inventory and it comes in. I have my employees go. My manager he restocks everything, and then we clean everything, make sure it's nice and clean for the starting Tuesday, just to
Mhm.
make sure everything's in order. Like say for example, the other day me and my partner weren't there, so inspection came.
Mhm.
But being that we had everything in order, everything was clean, we did it no problem.
Yeah, right.
Usually in the restaurant industry, they're like, "Oh man, inspection's coming." They're getting all scared. They're
So
starting to
yeah,
sweat.
so exactly. Let's start getting cleaner and all that. So you
Mhm.
guys was already prepared. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So they just came without us knowing, and then he said everything's good. You passed. No problem.
So they don't have to give you no notice, no nothing. They can show up whenever they feel like it.
Yep.
Got to be on top of the game, man. Got to be on your P's and Q's.
Yeah, that's why you have to have everything in order. Like, there's another thing that we have. It's called a grease trap thing, a grease trap
Yeah,
inspection. It's basically just a little box, metal box that is usually under the sink, and it
yeah,
filters up all the grease and grime.
yeah,
So, just because we had the paperwork in order, the guy that comes and inspects, he's like, "When you have your login," and I'm like,
yeah.
"Yes," and here you go. And he saw that we had it all filled out. He's like, "I already know you guys checked it yesterday. I don't even really need to check it
We're gonna check it just in and out. Okay.
because
Now,
he
now, how much y'all paying these guys, man? Because you keep on telling me they coming and just checking and leaving. How much y'all paying them under the table?
and nah, we keep everything straight, because in the end it's a circle, it's a full circle. If you're doing
Yeah,
stuff right, you have nothing to worry about. You know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah,
So, and if he wasn't that cool, he would be like, all right, let me check it just to make sure.
yeah,
And he really checked it, and if we really didn't clean it, then we would have failed. But because it was clean, he's like, man, I see that it's cleaned around. You can tell,
you can tell you got everything in order. Very
yeah,
structured. Nice. Now, will you be opening a Ruben in Mexico in your hometown
yeah, sometime soon, maybe in the future.
in the future? Okay.
Future,
For somebody that never been to Mexico, where would you recommend to go?
man, I couldn't tell you because I grew up all my life here.
Yeah, you grew up here.
The
Okay.
States, yeah. I came
So
here
you
very
are
young.
so you're a Mexican American. Or were you born here or you came here?
No, I came here very young.
Oh, you came very young. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I was born in Mexico, came like 2 going on 3.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I just grew up here my whole entire life. Almost 20, 22, 23 years.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's still pretty nice though. But have you been back since or no?
Nah, I wish I could go back, but I guess with all the legal stuff and everything, I can't. I just have to
Yeah.
work a way around it though. But later in the future, hopefully I can.
Probably. Okay, okay. I got you, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is good to always, go home and see your peoples and your fathers and your fathers and your fathers' land. Yeah. You're a busy man. Go ahead, man.
Oh, sorry about that.
Nah, you're fine. I totally understand that.
Nah, go ahead.
Nah, I was saying, yeah, definitely, knowing where you're from and knowing your heritage and knowing where your people come from is very important. A lot of us don't know where we're from, don't know where our fathers land at, but for some of us that know, that's always been one of my biggest things is that to keep that forever. Because if you look at America, some part group of America, they know their heritage. They know, hey, well, 3 generations, we was in the South, we had this, or we was in the North, we had this and we had that. And somebody asked, well, what about the 4th generation where they can identify, well, my 4th generation came from Ireland. My 4th generation was Polish. My 4th generation Italian, Swedish, whatever it is, whatever the demographic they are, they know. And that's the same thing with Asian people as well. Seeing, I'm about to say, for some of us that grew up here young, whatever else that we have, we must contain that. That's something that I'm always strong about. Down generation, my kids have to know, where their father came from and where their father. To me, I always want to keep a literally like a 3 generation to a 4th generation knowing that generation, knowing who's the father, the mother. And, uncles and aunties and nieces, yeah, they're important, but as long as you know your father and your mother, you will have a better idea of where you come from and who you are.
Absolutely, and that's something that I tell my younger brothers, my sister, my cousins, because you can't forget where you came from.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And those values and those lessons you carry you on over, and it comes back to your teachings. Like say, how can I replicate another George Flaviano?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? What did your dad and mom do to make you such a good kid? You know what I mean? And to
exactly.
excel, to make you a outstanding athlete, stuff like that. You know, and although those are very important, and you should always look at those details, so that way
Exactly.
you can kind of replicate somebody else just like you, or at least to think with those same type of values, the tradition, and never let the tradition
Exactly.
die.
Yeah, man, I like that. That's dope, man. Well, my guy, Jonathan, I appreciate you for coming through for me for this, man. I appreciate you doing this interview. Tell the people your address, social media, where they can find you at.
So you can find us at 1043 South Charles Street. That's in Baltimore, Maryland. Zip code is 21230. Like we already mentioned, the hours open from noon to 9 throughout the week. To the
Yeah.
weekend, we're open till like 2, 3 in the morning. So if you're on some late night grub, come on down. Our Taco Tuesday is awesome. We have 199 tacos. Come and get as many as you want.
Yeah.
On social media, we're known as Rubens Be More, or on Instagram, Facebook, we're just Rubens. And on our website is just RubensMexicanFood.com. The website is nice and easy. You can place an online order, no problem.
Yeah.
Nice and simple.
Definitely. Appreciate you, man. All right, guys, as y'all here see it, Jonathan, this is Ruben's own company, and you guys make sure y'all go check it out, man. Everybody that's in the Baltimore City area, so if you're coming down from anywhere, just check it out. Even just go show some love on social media, like he said. Jonathan, appreciate you, my guy.
Man, appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, definitely, man. We'll do this again.
Yeah, let's get you to blow up. Let's get you
All
to
right.
where you at right now, like subscribers wise.
I just started. I don't know. I think maybe about 2025.
I bet.
I took a long break when I went back overseas. So I took a break from doing it at least for like 5 months. That's time that I missed. But I'm back in it again. I got everything that I need. This time I'm taking everything with me. So I just, keep it going.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Let's get you to like 100.
Let's go, man. Let's do it. All right, Jonathan. Appreciate you, man.
All right, brother. Take care.
All right, take care. You too.